The CS2 market has encountered a bit of a problem recently, and more specifically on cases. And as a case investor myself, it's caused me to completely change what I'm putting the majority of my money into when I'm dollar cost averaging, and I don't see it changing anytime soon. So I'll be talking about what that problem is and what I'm going to be putting my money into for the foreseeable future. But first, just a word from today's sponsor. SkinsMonkey is an automated trading bot that's perfect if you want to swap out your skins fast and safely. They've got plenty of filters and plenty of items to choose from, so once you've found something that you like, make sure to enter my code SPAGHETTI and you'll get cash back up to $5 on a $100 trade, as well as a 35% deposit bonus, which is 5% more than regular, with code SPAGHETTI. But if you refuse to spend any money, go to the freebies section and they run giveaways there all the time, so it's definitely worth checking out. Thank you to SkinsMonkey for sponsoring this video. So as an avid case investor, I often find myself checking the CS2 unboxing stats, and over the recent weeks, I've found that the more popular cases like the Danger Zone and the Prisma have almost plummeted in unboxing rates, getting close to what Spectrum 2 and something like Chroma 3 has, which are not only much older but also more expensive cases that have much lower supply. And so this is really weird for a case that had dominated the months prior, especially when you look at something like the Dreams and Nightmare case and the Clutch case still holding really high unboxing numbers relative to Danger Zone, with the Dreams and Nightmares case also more expensive than Danger Zone, and it's in the active drop pool. And you may be saying the decline of unboxing is most likely because the Kilowatt got released, right? It draws attention away and so people don't unbox them anymore. But we've been seeing this decline since before the Kilowatt got released, and so the Kilowatt might contribute at the moment. It was not the root cause of the problem, and so by every metric this shouldn't really be happening. So why is it happening? Well, one thing to look at first is the overall unboxing numbers that we've seen over the months. So in general, case investments should be slowing down, but then it doesn't explain why some are dropping more than others, and that's what leads me to my main point. And basically, I think we're seeing the start of a problem known as power creep. Power creep normally refers to balancing, and I feel like we could be seeing this in a more mild case for cosmetics in CS2. This would both explain the active duty cases getting so highly unboxed, while also the older ones still maintaining the unboxing rates that they previously had. Let me explain. So the reason the newer cases are still being unboxed highly is because they're newer, they have the better skins, and they're in the active drop pool. The reason the Clutch case is still so unboxed is not because of the skins, don't get me wrong, those aren't great, but it does two things. It has a ton of supply because it somewhat recently got removed from the active drop pool, so it's cheaper, and it also has really good high-end golds to unbox, which is obviously massive when talking about the desirability of a case. And so that is what things like Danger Zone, Prisma, Horizon, CS20 all lack, and the older cases still maintain, which is why they've been able to somewhat keep their unboxing rates. Because they have that nostalgia factor and they have that history in CSGO's lifespan, there's no way those will be dying out anytime soon, and of course they obviously look good. But the problem lies for the future of CS2, where the middle range cases almost get cut out of unboxings, which is what we're seeing now. And on top of all of that, with the new Kilowatt case and the CS2 lighting effects, it's amplified that issue, because not only does the new lighting let people create skins that utilize the shadows and the 3D looking textures to make better skins, it also lowers the barrier of entry. It gives you more tools so it'll be easier to create a new skin. Proportionately, we're going to get better ones coming out on top, meaning Valve really can't choose a worse skin from case to case. Not only would the skin enjoyers dislike that, but Valve also would, because they'd make less money. And so I'm sure you can see how this could end up being a big problem for anyone investing in these mid-range cases. By no means am I saying it's going to go up or down, but it is a bit of a problem, and I don't see it getting better over the lifespan of CS2. Now, I'm not trying to manipulate the market. I have a lot of money in Danger Zone and Prisma, and so I hope it doesn't crash by me making this video. But there's only a couple ways to combat that as an investor. In my mind, you either buy something quite old or you buy something quite new. And so if you're looking for a cheap investment, Snakebite I would avoid, any active duty I would avoid, and so Clutch case kind of is the last man standing. And then if you want to diversify, I wouldn't recommend Danger Zone or Prisma, maybe Prisma 2, but I would look more into things like Chroma, Gamma, Spectrum, and Revolver, as they're much more appealing choices. Spectrum 2 specifically has had a bit of a run-up, so I wouldn't recommend that at the moment, but anything that looks like it had a dip is normally what I'm looking for my dollar cost averaging. But for the time being, it's completely changed what I'm putting my money into. Hopefully it doesn't last forever and my danger case investments go crazy, but for now I won't be putting a ton of money into those. And let me know what you guys think, and if this is just perhaps a fluke and they'll spike back up next month, but that's where I see the markets at. If you enjoyed, I would appreciate a subscription, and if you hated it, don't, I guess. But that's all. Bye-bye.